Unni Mugundan and Nayantara also. So my question is, you have acted with actors from across the country. Have you noticed anything in particular?
Okay.
Have you noticed anything in particular about Malayali actors in their way of acting, in their style of acting?
I just started my
Yeah, they are born actors.
I forgot to speak about my own film, and I started talking about only Malayalam actors and how inspiring they are. Of course, there is a very, very. You don't. If I think that when I worked with every Malayalam actor, it was like going to a little bit of acting school, because. You know, when we act, we tend to have a comfort level of our pauses, the way we take pauses, the way we go into a rhythm that becomes, you can tell, Samantha, she'll do this. But I think that surprise factor happens a lot with Malayalam actors. They'll surprise you. You'll think that Fahad Fazil will do this, but he won't do that. So I think that way most Malayalam actors have that edge in.
Right now you're here with Shaakuntalam in Kerala. How do you feel about your journey looking back?
I remember being rejected from many, many auditions. I've conveniently forgotten all of them. But I do remember facing a lot of rejection initially in my career. I do remember auditioning quite a bit. And you're asking me how I feel now about the rejections, or?
Looking back your journey,
I think that I can't take full credit for my journey.
You try to keep it very interesting. So when choosing, like when you were playing for Shaakuntalam, did you have any personal connect with the character? And for the previous characters also, what was your personal connect to the character?
Sorry to interrupt, but this will be the last question. Please do answer.
Okay, I think I answered this question about my personal connect with the character, and I am going to use this opportunity to speak about the film. The film, you know, whenever I was growing up, for me, if I was happy, I would go to Disney. If I was sad, I would watch Disney films. Disney films, for a lot of us, are kind of like therapy. It just touches your soul and it makes you happy. So I have always dreamt of being a part of a film where, you know, that makes you forget the reality and the harshness of reality, and disconnect from maybe your day-to-day problems and get transported into a different world. And that's what my director, Gunashekhar sir, has done with Shaakuntalam. The first 10 minutes, you are transported into a world and you live in that world. And I finally got to play a part in such a film that is prepared to be Disneyfied on April 14th. That's all I would say, you know, even with working with Dave. I remember that on the first day of his shoot, I was standing with Guna sir and I was having a conversation. And we have a lot of girls on our set. Like, there are always like many girls in every department. There are girls. So suddenly we were talking, and like there was a change of reaction on every girl's face, and there was every girl was like turning towards the entrance of the of the set. And it was Dev coming as Dushyant, and the first time in looking like a prince. And he is Prince Charming. From the word go, from the first day of on set, Dev was Prince Charming, and it was like he was the prince from all of our storybooks growing up. So everything fit perfectly in this beautiful world. I have animal characters who are my friends. It's absolutely, it's a magical forest, and it is our culture, it is our story. Why are we always looking forward to something that's out of our country? Now, this is something that is so rooted in our culture, in our history, and I think that it is going to be quite surprising for all of y'all on April 14th to watch what y'all are going to watch in Shaakuntalam.